Hello, my name is Edwin Johnson, and welcome to another of the collection close-ups here at the Savannah African Art Museum. And the object that we want to take a look at is this one right here. Now, in relation to quite a number of objects in our collection, this one's a little bit unusual. Notice the number of heads that it has, because quite often if you look at the pieces in this gallery and throughout the collection, you'll notice that these figures tend to be fairly anthropomorphic, where they focus on the human body as it appears in life. So one head, two arms, you get the idea. But here, what we have is a statue that has two heads. And this brings about a lot of questions and quite a number of interpretations among our guests. I mean, our guests come and approach this object and think it's just like, oh, does it have to do with male and female? Does it have to do with good and evil? Does it have to do with the spirit world and the regular world? Well, those are all very good interpretations. But in this case, this particular statue has two heads in order to protect a household from all directions. So this statue is a protective statue, and it is used in a household as a protective device. It turns into a little god in the house that protects the house from antisocial spirits. Now, as far as answering questions about, for instance, the gender of the piece, well, we could see that it is a female figure. So the two heads relating to male and female is a good guess, but we could see that this figure is a female figure. And as far as good and evil, well, what this statue does is that it purges the household of antisocial forces. Thus, it is an antidote to what we would consider evil forces in a household. So it's entirely on the side of social forces, on the side of what we would call good forces in a household. And so there are many objects in this collection that deal with protection. And it is this particular example that deals with the household, because we have other objects that, for instance, a hunter's robe, a Bamana hunter's robe that's used to protect the individual. We have other objects that are used to protect the community. In this case, this is an object that's used to protect a household. Now, when looking at this object, we notice that there are dribbles. Now look very carefully at the figure, that there are dribbles and drizzles on the top of the head. And this is perfectly normal on a Bateva statue by the Lobi people of Ivory Coast. We've got an object here that has been made into a living thing through the use of sacrificial materials. Now, the type of sacrificial materials that are used, could be, it's just like, well, what are they? Is it some sort of herbal mix? Is it some sort of animal matter, and what we deduce based on other examples of Lobi Bateva figures in the collection is that it is most likely chicken blood. And this chicken blood is used in order to animate the statue, to make it into something that is alive, turn it into something that can act on one's behalf. Because otherwise it would be just considered this lifeless piece of wood. But it is sacrificial materials and this is the case with quite a number of other objects that we have in the collection, that sacrificial materials such as blood, such as herbal concoctions are used to animate a statue, to turn something from an inanimate object into something that is an animate object that can do favors for the living, including protect household from antisocial forces. I want to thank you for joining us in our another collection close-up, and please like us on YouTube and also Facebook. Don't forget the Facebook, and watch us on other examples of this collection close-up series, where we focus on other objects within the collection.